to another episode of Black Pack Homestead. Today is April 30th, 2019. I'm going to give you a little garden tour. I know y'all haven't heard from us for a while, but you know, life happens. I'm just going to walk you around here and show you what we got today. Haven't really had the time. Do work a lot, and I have been occupying my time in other ways. But I'm gonna give you a quick tour of this garden we got. It's the mulched garden. We do a mulch here, a straw mulch, and rabbit manure. So let's take a look at this thing. Oh yeah, look at that. Blueberry bushes are producing. Their little berries are swelling up. All my radishes are bolting now, as well as any kind of cabbages. It's the heat. This whole area here does get hot, but compared to what it was previously it was filter and it was awful. So I recommend the mulching method, the organic method. It's better in the long run, guys. It's just better, you know, it's just how it is. But yeah, let's walk around and we'll check this out. We got a lot of volunteers. Like this, I'm guessing, is some kind of sorghum or milo, however you say it. But we will be doing some sorghum this year. We got a lot of volunteers and I love it. I mean, I love free stuff, guys. A lot of what we have come up with, the borage is a big reseeder, and like I said, some milo stuff is in here as fodder, you know. I'm surprised. It's every year that goes by doing this method of mulching our area has gotten better and better. We just use a basic mulch. Straw, guys, it's free. We feed it to the rabbits. Look at that. That's lettuce. It's a little late. That's okay. Scoop around the can of meal. This is this borage. I know a lot of people aren't familiar with borage, but it's tasty, guys. It grows fast. It gets kind of big. If you had it in your garden area, you might want to keep it away from things that you don't want smushed and crushed by its leaves, because it does tend to fall over. And it's a great strategy. I mean, these guys are pretty prosperous down here. I'm gonna show you a bigger version. That's it. And it tastes like cucumber. It's good. I like it. It's good, healthy, medicinal kind of plant. The flowers themselves have an ingredient in it that kind of works like a serotonin, norepinephrine reuptake. So yeah, I mean, I've eaten it and it just kind of, you know, makes me happy. It tastes like cucumber. I love cucumber. Some of my mustard. No wait, this isn't mustard, that's the cabbage. This is my cabbage bolting. Let's see. Mustard greens, but my mustard greens made it through and I just pulled them up. That's how it goes. But I did see something interesting down here in my garden, and I found a little bit of it up top of the hill there, and I let it go to seed. I love free food, so these lamb's quarters, I don't know if you're familiar with it. It's a very common plant. It's very common. The leaves are looking a little mildewy, and that's only because they have these really fine hairs, I guess, that repel water off of them. Like if you used to get them wet, they would repel the water off of them. So let's take a look at this thing. It's lamb's quarters. Tastes like spinach to me. You can always tell it's got like a little duck foot. Looks like a little duck. Oh, look at that. What is that? That looks like parsley for some odd reason. Wait a second. That might be my carrots. Holy moly, I found some carrots. It's gotta be my carrots. It's in my carrot pile. I got carrot. At least 8 carrot, maybe 2. Oh, it looks like they're all congregating down in there. Look at that. Yeah, cool. I just love to come out here if I find peace out here in the garden. All your problems seem to dissolve away. I'm alright with that. Let's walk around a little more. I got some chamomile coming up. Big reseeder. I'm cool with the reseeders, guys. Anything that I don't have to plant and get down there and, you know, I mean, I like that too. I mean, that's enjoyable for me too. But I like free stuff. I like free stuff. I mean, come on. Look at that. A chamomile. And it's going to flower. I've been picking the flowers off these things and just eating them. If you love chamomile, you just need to eat you a little piece of chamomile flower. That's the most chamomile you're gonna get in one shot. Look. Now you may not be able to see it, but if you look here, that's an asparagus. And I did those last year and planted them, so this is their second year. It's the biggest asparagus I've ever grown, because my last attempt I had to move, and when I moved they were left in the house in Marion. But that's the way it goes, guys. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Let's go over here and look at some lovage. That there is a lovage plant. It's the most celery flavored celery you'll ever get. It isn't watery like celery is. This thing will get 10 foot tall, and you could use it for seasonings, and I bet you could probably cure stuff with it too. Yeah, I think when you use celery I believe has a chemical in it that helps to cure stuff. I've never personally done that, but it might be a project. We'll see. Valerian root. You want to see some valerian root? I ain't gonna show you no roots, but that's a valerian plant. It's a beautiful plant. I believe this is coming into its second year now. Get another look at it. This one's struggling a little harder. Got my yarrow on. Got my yarrow. Moving up the tree. Bam! Look at that. Oh, not the leaf. I don't know if you can see it, guys. It's magic. This is gonna be year of the fruit, y'all. I hope. God willing. This is an Anna apple. Not a bad looking apple. Oh man, look at those. Give you some idea of how big they are. Believe it or not, after the flowering period, these things swell up pretty quick. You'll see them start off, you're like, well, where's my apple gonna grow from? Next thing you know, you just got apples. Like I said, the Anna apple, doing fantastic. It's a bigger apple. It's bigger than the one I'm going to show you. Let's check that out. Stamen widen sap. This little guy struggled for a little while. But he's trying hard. He's got a few on there. It's a good year, guys. I'm sorry I haven't produced more videos for you. Keep you updated. We've also moved a few more herbs down in here. We've done our oregano, and I got some spearmint mixed in with it I gotta pick out. I got a little spearmint down the way. And yeah, I'm gonna have to cultivate one and kill the other, or do cuttings off of them. Keep them going, but these guys reseed. I'm never gonna lack. In fact, I saw the place in Marion. It's got mint and lemon balm growing all over it. It's like a yard of it. Oh, I'll show you something interesting. I'll show you some feverfew. Pretty cool plant. It's got some lacy leaves to it. It's got an acid, like an aspirin type chemical in case you're sick, or a poultice. I would probably try the poultice. I'd be willing to try that. Don't mind to drink it. If you're sick, you can take it internally. But with everything, you want to use moderation. It's a nice looking oregano plant there, if I could ever get it in focus. Yep, that's an oregano plant mixed in with some mint. You may say, what is that in your garden? That's not really an edible, is it? Yeah, this is what I'm fixing to show you is an edible. It wouldn't be your first choice, but the reason I grow this plant is for, you know, emergency toilet paper, worst comes to worst. Just check it out. There it is. What is that? That is lamb's ear. Not to be mistaken for lamb's quarters. Lamb's ear. Fuzzy, it is edible. I don't recommend it. It's like probably chewing a rabbit's ear. Not into that. Sage is all doing great. Boom! Tomatoes are all in. They're tiny, but they'll grow quick. They always do. Y'all want to see some rabbits? Well, you got to wait. Planted a bunch of asparagus down in there too. About 20 of them. I plugged them in between my strawberries. Strawberries require a lot of water, guys. And you know what? I need to go pick some because there's a bunch of them down there. What do I do with these strawberries, you say? Well, I use them, I eat them, and I give them to these little guys. Hey, Bun Buns. Rabbits are skittish. You never want to just walk up on a rabbit. You want to give them some warning, because you can scare a rabbit to death. Just think about that. Hey, Bun Buns. Hey, brown bunnies. Say, I'm way past my time. I'm way past my time. What's up, Black Bunny? What you doing, Black Bunny? You're a good bunny. Did you hear that noise, huh? Here's our silvers. Give you an idea how big these rabbits get. That one is the smaller of them. And we got old Lilac here. They're both very silvery. With these silver fox breeds, you'll get anything from black with guard hairs to brown to grays and to purples. I think the first breeding or second breeding, probably second breeding I had one that was extremely purple. But these little guys are loving. I know they probably wouldn't make the best house rabbits because that is not what they were designed for. They like it cold, guys. You cannot let your rabbit get hot. We got fans up in here. I got them in the shade. I got them tarped. I do everything I can for these little guys. I give them little ice bottles and tiles. And it's a lot of work. I mean, guys, it's a lot of work. You know, that's some hard-earned meat there. But yeah, I mean, they're great. I've never had a problem with it. They got little kitty claws. So if you're gonna go pick one of these guys up, you gotta remember this is probably a 10-pound rabbit, 10 to 12-pound rabbit. And after he's been harvested, he's probably looking at 4 to 5. I think I usually average about 4 1/4, probably 4 1/4 about a rabbit. But yeah, these little guys are cool, man. Plum trees are producing. We'll check them out here in a second. Hey, Quicksilvers. Hey, Quicksilvers. What do I got for you? What do I got for you? Yeah, you like that, don't you? Give me anything. It's greens. She loves her greens. Mr. Arthur, what's up, buddy? You still got an eye condition? He, every summer, he gets this eye thing. And what we do is we make a concoction for it. And I need to come down here and rub it on him. And it gets rid of that eye crud. It has chamomile, a few other ingredients in it. And it worked good. He started not messing. I don't think it really bothers him, but yeah, it probably bothers him. What you doing, Guinevere? You want some greens, baby? Well, let's see what I can find you. I bet you want a blackberry leaf, don't you? Yeah. A lot of stuff rabbits that can eat, that people can eat too. Now with these blackberries, if you ever go to give them to your rabbits, make sure they don't have little spurs on them. Blackberries. I also got what they call wine berries, China berries. I've heard them called a couple things, black cap, even though these aren't the black caps here. These are just the basic red berry that grows generally in a shady area next to blackberries. You can always pick these out. You can always pick these out because they'll have a redder stem and their leaves will look a little lacier than a blackberry. But I don't recommend y'all going out into the woods and eating stuff you don't know. So do your research. That's why I don't even mess with wild mushrooms unless it's a morel. No. I don't do them. Just don't do them. Alright, let's check out some fruit. My understanding is with plums, they will average probably 200 to 300 pounds of plums per tree. That's what I've heard. This is the first year. I think this is going to be the year of fruit, guys. plums. I got 2 of these trees, but one of them, 1.5. Let's say 1.5. I got 1.5 of these trees. The other plum I got here actually had a peach grafted to it. And I couldn't tell which one was the original graft and which one was the plum. So I let them grow, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I mean, you know, it was something I wasn't expecting, and I was blessed with it. Look at this thing. Boom! See a plum? I can always tell the plums from the peaches because one's fuzzy and one isn't. But I hope to have just fruit and plantain. I got all the plantain in the world growing in my yard. Narrow leaf, broadleaf. Cruise around here. Look at some basil. Oh, I'm sorry, did it say basil? No, that's not basil, that's mint. I got some mint growing. But I think that one's actually oregano. It's been a little while. It's been a little while since I've been down to the rabbit garden area here. Got some comfrey. You want to see some comfrey? If you don't know what comfrey is, do your research. It's good. Good for a lot of things. Getting some blooms. Some will spread by seed and some won't. I'm not sure which variety this is. But it doesn't bother me. I like it. I actually smacked my hand the other day. I put a little bit up, made a little poultice and threw it on there. I think it did something. Wrapped it in a little cellophane, keep it moist, let your skin absorb it. It's also known as bone break, which is, yeah, I mean, that's the old time name for it. Plenty of mint. Everything's springing forth, y'all. I love it. It's like it's spring. It's spring. I don't know where you're at, but I hope it's as nice. I hope it's as nice here as it is there. And I appreciate y'all watching another episode of Black Pack Homestead. If you liked it, subscribe. We need it. God bless y'all. See you again.